People are making millions of Robux every month, but it is one of the hardest things to figure out when you first start out. Most players end up stuck grinding games for hours. So in this video, I will show you the exact 5 strategies that top Roblox creators use to earn over 100k Robux. And I will show you how they do it, from setting up game passes and dev products to trading limited the smart way. Trade limited. Trading is basically Roblox version of the stock market, and it's one of the fastest ways to turn a small amount of Robux into a lot more. The way it works is simple. You buy limited items when the demand is low, and then you sell them once the hype pushes the value up. But the key here isn't just buying and selling random, it's learning how the market actually behaves. Trade limited has 3 things you need to pay attention: demand, value, and rarity. Demand means how many players actually want it. Value is the price it's currently going for, and rarity is how many copies are out. Items with high demand and low stock usually rise the fastest. For example, let's say there's a limited phase that's sitting at 800 Robux with medium demand. If a big YouTuber wears it on a video or Roblox pushes an update that makes it trend, demand spikes, and suddenly that same phase can be trading at 1200 or more. That's a 400 Robux profit of just one night. Another strategy traders use is flipping small items. You don't need 10,000 Robux to start. You can begin with 500 to 1000 Robux. Pick up cheap limiteds and flip them over and over. Each flip might only make you 50 or 100 Robux, but when you stack those trades, it grows fast. And here's a part most people ignore. Trading is a game of patience. If you panic sell every time the price dips, you will lose. The smart traders hold items through the lows and wait for the hype cycle. I think of it just like real investors. The people who understand the trends are the ones making thousands of Robux in profit. Learn script. If there is one skill that unlocks everything in Roblox, it's script. Think of scripting as a brain of your game. It controls how players move, how systems interact, and even how your monetization works. Without scripts, a game is just a static build. With scripts, it becomes alive. The cool part is, you don't need a degree to learn it. Roblox uses Lua, a beginner-friendly language that's powerful but easy to pick up. YouTube creators like the Dev King, Alvin Blogs, or Brawl Dev break it down step by step. At first, you will learn simple things, like making a button that opens a door, but as you level up, you will start building full systems: combat, mechanics, leaderboard, trading systems, quests, and entire economies inside your game. And here's why this matters: scripters are the most in-demand developers on Roblox. Every game, big or small, needs scripts to run. That's why creators in hiring servers like Hidden Devs often pay top rates for programmers, sometimes more than builders, UI designers, or VFX artists. If you're the one who can bring features to life, you're the only one they will invest in. The best part: once you master scripting, your freedom is unlimited. Want to make an RPG with leveling? Done. A simulator with upgrades and pets? Easy. A tycoon with rebirths and multiplayers? All script. Even the way players spend Robux in your game, like game passes, boosts, custom shops, is controlled by code. So here's the bottom line: scripting is a getaway skill. If you learn Lua, you're not just making games, you're making anything you can imagine in Roblox. That's what separates casual creators from the developers pulling in millions of Robux. Master Roblox dev skills. And here's something most people sleep on: you don't even have to own a game to make a bank on Roblox. A lot of developers out there are dying for help. Think about it, not everyone's good at everything. Some people are insane at scripting, but their builds look like a potato. Others can model like a pro, but can't animate a door to save their life. That's where you come in. Skills like building, modeling, user interface design, scripting, animation, visual effects, and sound effects are basically gold on Roblox. People need them, and they are willing to pay. There are Discord servers like Hidden Devs, Talent Hub, and even freelance communities where jobs pop up daily. And these aren't just small pocket change jobs either. I've seen posts offering 10k, 20k, even over 30k Robux for a single project. That's hundreds of dollars worth of Robux for doing what you are really good at. Here's a move: build a solid portfolio. Show off a few polished models, a clean user interface design, or even a short clip of animation you made. Doesn't have to be massive, just enough to prove you've got skills. Once people can see what you bring to the table, you will start getting DMs and job offers like crazy. The cool part: every time you work with a dev, your name gets out there more. It snowballs. Soon you're not just getting jobs, you're the one that people chase down because you got a reputation. That's when you can raise your rate, stack up Robux, and honestly skip the grind of running a game if that's not your vibe. Tons of creators out there make their entire Robux income just by freelancing their skills. So yeah, don't sleep on this. DevWorks is one of the fastest shortcuts to serious Robux. Create a clothing brand and group. A really solid way to make Robux is by starting your own clothing brand. And trust me, it's actually way more powerful than it looks. There are people out there who have made thousands of Robux just by selling shirts and pants. The cool thing is, one of the cheapest business you can start on Roblox. All you really need is a group, and that only costs 100 Robux to make. Once you got that, you can start uploading your own shirts for 10 Robux each. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, but I don't even have 100 Robux to spend. Well, in that case, you can later go to please donate, and if you explain to people that you are trying to start a clothing line, a lot of times it will drop you some Robux to help you out. I've seen it happen tons of times, so don't let the startup costs hold you back. Once you're set up, here's a key. You want to pick a clean style. Don't just throw random logos on a t-shirt. Look at what's trending, figure out what kind of vibe people like, sporty, aesthetic, streetwear, or even goofy memes, and then create a collection around that. A good Roblox clothing brand isn't just about selling one shirt, it's about building an identity that people want to rep. And this is where the group comes in. The Roblox group is what ties it all together. It gives your buyers a place to join and feel like they're part of a community. When you've got fans inside your group, they're way more likely to come back and buy more of your new drop. That's exactly how small little clothing projects end up growing into actual legit brands on Roblox. Quick tip, you can even create replicas of famous shirts. Like if something trending in real life, you can make a Roblox version. Just make sure not to straight up copy it, add your own spin, adjust the design and make it yours. I will give you a personal example. I actually reinvested into my own small Roblox group, and the second time around it went way better. Once I understood the importance of branding and drops, I started designing clothes. So yeah, don't underestimate clothing. Build games with monetization. Games are the foundation of Roblox's engine. But here's a real secret. It's not just about making a game. It's about knowing how to monetize it. You could have the coolest simulator or hobby ever, but if you don't give players reason to spend, you are leaving Robux on the table. That's where game passes and developer products come in. Game passes are those one-time buys like double speed, permanent pets, or VIP access. Developer products are repeat buys like coins, boosts, or energy refills. Smart devs mix both so they get money upfront and long-term repeat sales. Another key trick, pricing psychology. Don't drop 1,000 game pass right away. Start small. 20 to 100 Robux is a sweet spot because it feels like nothing for most players. Then, once you go comfortable buying, that's when you roll out bigger options. 500, 1,000, even 2,000 Robux for premium perk. And here's what separates top creators from beginners. They build layers of monetization. It's not just one pass or one booster. It's bundles, time-limited deals, exclusive cosmetics, even donation buttons for players who want to flex support. Some devs also add premium perks, which means if premium players spend time in your game, Roblox literally pays you for keeping them engaged. That's free money on top. So yeah, building games makes you money, but monetizing them smartly is what turns a random fun project into a business. That's the difference between a game that earns a few hundred Robux and one that's pulling in thousands every week. These are the exact mistakes I've seen new Roblox devs repeat over and over. Fixing even one of them can be the difference between barely scrapping a few Robux and you can now actually build a steady income inside Roblox. Like, subscribe, and goodbye!